I wanted to bring somebody a little closer to you guys' age so you can understand what we're all about. I'm going to introduce them individually and let them talk to you individually, okay? The first person we're going to bring up is a guard on our basketball team. His name is Damon Bozeman. Now let me tell you about Damon. And Damon's got a heck of a story to tell. Damon's from Detroit. He's 6'2". He has been an honorable mention all-conference guard. Last year as just a sophomore in college. Twice in his college career, he scored 35 points a game. He's currently, this year, and they played last night, he's currently averaging 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists per game. He's pretty doggone good. But I think when you hear the message that Damon has, that'll tell you even more what kind of guy he is. Damon Bozeman.
Hi everybody, this is my first time doing this. But, how many people in here like sports? Everybody. How many people in here like school? But I want y'all to know that I wasn't good at school when I was younger. I struggled a lot too. But I kind of related to sports. I like basketball. I love basketball. And I tried to translate it to school. My hardest subject growing up was English. I struggled. But I always loved basketball. I was always going to practice. So my mom told me, well, you practice so much in basketball, you should practice reading as much as you do. So that's how I kind of translate basketball in school. English test, it was a vocabulary test, just spelling work. And I studied all day, all night. Took the test. Got my test back. I got an A, so I was happy. I was like, hey, I got an A. And, so as I seen me going to the library and me studying, I was getting better grades. This last semester, I just had a 2.9. That's the highest GPA I had since I was in the 6th grade. And I was real happy. And I was just able to see that how much fun school was. You know, studying and getting good grades is fun. You know, you get to show your parents, like, I got an A on my test, I got a B on my test. You know, everybody want to show their mom and dad how good they can do in school. And that's what I was able to do. I was able to finally show my mom and my dad that I was getting good grades.
Emerald graduated, she's a senior at SVSU. She graduated from Saginaw Arthur Hill High School. But she also went to SASA. She's got one of the most beautiful voices you'd ever want to hear. Now, as an athlete, she has competed in 3 NCAA national track and field meets. Twice, she has competed at the national meet in the shot put, and once in the weight throw. So she has made a tremendous amount of accomplishments athletically. But here's what I also want you to know about Emerald. Emerald is a 3-time academic All-American. Emerald Joyner.
Hello guys. So, as Mr. Watson said, I'm a local. I'm from Saginaw. And my story is a little bit different than that of what you just heard a couple minutes ago. I actually, when I was growing up going through school, I was kind of a nerd. Didn't really enjoy studying. I didn't really enjoy school, but I did it. I worked through school and I got good grades. I was the one who my teammates would always kind of poke fun of because, oh, Emerald getting a 3.7 or a 4.0. I was that nerd on the team. But also, I remember probably 9 or so years ago, I was playing on this basketball court right here. I was playing against some of your alumni who are probably graduated by now. And I thought for sure, oh yes, I'm going to be in the WNBA. I'm going to be playing basketball for the rest of my life. That didn't happen. I'm 5'6". There's no way. When you're talking about academics, you're talking about studying, you're talking about your tests, your exams. That's a job. Being a student is a job. But then again, on the other hand, you're talking about athletics. Being a student athlete is a job as well. So I'm kind of here to talk to you about if you really do want to pursue sports as something you want to do past, 8th grade, totally cool, totally fine with it. But you also have to realize that it is a job, okay? Being a student athlete means that you have to be a student, then the athlete. It's not athlete-student. We kind of joke around about that in my team practices about being athlete-students, but no, we're actually student athletes because academics come first. Okay, raise your hand if you think, have you ever thought about being a doctor? Anybody thought about being a doctor? Okay. Anybody thought about being a teacher? Okay, all right. Has anybody thought about being a professional athlete? Okay, I'm totally in that boat with you guys. Listen up here, guys. Thank you. Okay, I'm totally in that boat. I've had those thoughts too. Even now, I'm like, if I just keep training, maybe I could be an Olympian. Who knows? But you have to remember, the education is still important, even if you are good enough to go pro. Even if you are good enough to make it past the college phase of athletics and make it into the professional phase. Because
David, have you ever went pro? What basketball team did you want to play for?
The Pistons.
Is it hard to play sports and go to school?
Yes, it is, but it's just knowing how to manage time. You can't slack off at anything. That's really, you can't slack off. You gotta practice on your craft, and like sports, you gotta practice on your sports and study at the same time. So it takes a lot of time and practice.
Did either one of you get bullied in school?
Oh, absolutely, I got bullied in school. Like I said, I was the nerd on the team. So when I was growing up, or back at least where I was growing up, being an athlete and a nerd and a music nerd all at the same time, they don't really work out. So yeah, we got bullied, or I got bullied, but you focus on you, and that's how you get through. Yes, I did. And in some situations it works. Sometimes the process of going through the whole telling on somebody did work. And then in other times it just it didn't, because people are going to be who they are. But like I said, at the end of the day, as long as you're focused on you and what it is that you want to do with your life, the bullies kind of fade away.